Yes, students, good afternoon to all of you. So in previous classes, we are discussing about length, magnification, these are things. So when focal length and object distance is given, formula for magnification is f upon f plus u. When focal length and image distance is given, magnification formula is f minus v by f. Okay, these two things you should remember. Okay, now there is one important method is there to find the focal length of a convex lens. That method is called as lens displacement method. Lens displacement method, and this method we will use to find focal length of convex lens only convex lens. Not for all two types of lenses are there, no, convex and concave. Only for convex lens we will use this method, and it is very useful method. And this method we will use in library also, in your practical also. Same method we will use. What I am discussing. Okay. Yes. Now you consider there is one convex lens is there whose focal length is unknown. Let us imagine f it is. Focal length of a convex lens is f. Okay. Now let us imagine that there is a screen so that image can come there on the screen. Okay. Now from this lens, let us suppose that we have kept one object here. This is the principal axis of this lens. At this distance, I have kept one object. I kept one object here. Okay. And from this object to image distance, we will make it fixed. Method I am explaining for you. This let us imagine capital D. Distance from the object to screen, this is screen, is capital D. One length is placed here. Now this distance what we call object distance. You know. And this distance what we call image distance. V you know, because image is forming here. Somehow we have kept this lens in a position such that this object has formed on the screen. Means this will be the image distance V. Okay. Now let us apply our formula. Lens formula 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Correct? Yes. 1 by V distance होगा क्या ना? Incident ray is moving like this, and all the distances we should measure from optic center. V is that side, means we should take it as positive, and that too this value you know, U value. This value what it will be? D minus U. Yes or no? V will be D minus U. This value. Okay. So we can get D minus U is image distance. This is known value, fixed value it is, and this is also known value. This unknown value how can you find? From this total, if you subtract this, you will get B. Okay? Minus 1 by U. From this optic center, we should measure in this direction. That means opposite to incident ray. Means U should be taken as negative. Minus U is equal to 1 by F. Correct? So it will become 1 by D minus U plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Okay? Now you take LCM. Now you take LCM. What you will get? You will get D minus U into U is LCM. Correct? Yes. This into this is LCM. Now cross multiply them. U plus D minus U is equal to 1 by F. Is it correct what I have written? This plus this. Plus U minus U cancel. You get D upon D into U. Du minus U square is equal to 1 by F. D into F is equal to du minus U square. Can we write this one like this? U square minus D into U plus df is equal to 0. Can we write like this? Yes. Focal length of a lens is a constant, fixed value per lens. And distance between object and screen, we have fixed it, D also constant. So this total term is constant term. U is a variable, let us imagine if we are changing. This is constant, means it is in the form of what is this format? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, quadratic equation. Then it will have two roots. It will have two roots. What are the roots of u? Means what are the roots? You will get roots in terms of u. Here, so what are the roots? Minus b. This is b. Minus b means plus b. Minus b. B is minus b. Amla is root is minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. What is b value here? Minus b. So minus of minus is plus b. Plus or minus. Square root of b square minus b ka whole square, capital D square. Minus 4 into a is 1 into c df upon 2 into a is 1. Clear? Yes. Now u is equal to d plus or minus root of. Can we take d common from these two? Yes. We will get d minus 4f by 2. Means in this case your u value depends upon this d minus f. Okay? If d minus f is positive, then only you will get real roots. D minus f is negative, you will get imaginary numbers, you can't get roots of u. Clear? That means if condition I am saying, see, you should remember these all conditions. If d is less than 4f, if this d is less than 4f, what you will get? You will get negative. That means this type of situation is not possible to get the image on the screen. Okay? You will get imaginary numbers here. So you are not able to get u value exactly. Okay? So it is not possible. Means to get the image on the screen, how much distance we should maintain between object and screen? Not less than 4f. It will be something else. Okay? If d is equal to exactly 4f is a keep, means from screen to object distance exactly 4 times of the focal length of the lens is a keep. What you will get? This is 0. 0 into anything is 0. Correct? Then what you will get? U. U will get it as, here d is a plus or minus. No, this is 0. Plus d is d only, d by 2. Here that means only one possible situation is present. If you keep this capital D is equal to 4 times of this focal length, that means you can keep this object, means you can get the image only for one particular time. Only one time you will get the image here, because object distance is only one you are getting. Here, if condition is D is greater than 4f, if we keep the D, this D greater than 4f, then what will you get? This will be positive. Means plus or minus is there, means here two values of u you are getting, means 2 times you can get the image due to this length. Are you understanding? If we keep this capital D distance more than 4 times of the focal length, no unknown, we need to find. If you keep 4 times more this capital D, then you will get 2 solutions. First, u distance I am writing it as d plus root of d into d minus 4f by 2. This is one particular object distance where you will get the image on the screen, and another distance is d minus root of capital D into d minus 4f by 2. These are another distance where you will get the image again on the screen. Means if you maintain distance between the screen and object more than 4 times of the focal length of the lens, you will get 2 times you will get the image. Okay, 2 times you will get the image. In this u1 and u2, remember, these all no need now. Got it? Clear? This point you remember. If it is less, it is not possible. If it is exactly equal, you will get only one possible image. Only image possible only one time. If it is greater, you will get 2 times. At what distances? These are the 2 distances. Clear? Yes. Now, if we keep u distance this u distance, this u distance is u1. If you keep object, if you keep at u1, this object if you keep at u1, where you will get image? Let us imagine if you are keeping object at u1, where you will get image? v1. Let us calculate. What is v1, Nana? v1 is capital D minus u1. Correct? This capital D, this v1 will be capital D minus u1 is v1. Okay? That means image means what is the image distance? Is capital D minus u1 what? u1 is D plus root of D into D minus 4f by 2. Correct? This minus for total. D minus u1 is image distance for that particular distance of u1. So what you will get? v1 you will get it as D split it minus D by 2. Correct? Okay? Plus of minus root of D into D minus 4f by 2. I think you understand this one. I am writing D by 2 and this divided by 2. D by 2 will get minus and this will get minus. Plus D minus D by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2 is plus 1 by 2. Means D by 2 it is. Minus root of D into D minus 4f by 2. Can we write this one like this? D minus root of D into D minus 4f by 2? Yes, we can write. No? Now see this one, this image distance v1 is similar to u2, exactly equal to u2. Correct? D minus root of D into D minus 4f by 2 we are getting as v1. But this v1 is second time object distance. v1 means v1 you are getting is u2. Means what I am trying to explain you is, if you keep here u1, you are getting image. Now this length, somewhere else you keep somewhere distance. That distance is u2 I am taking, this u2. Okay? Then also you get image according to this condition. Then also you get image. Okay? So what is that u2? u2 is this. Clear? Got it, Nana? So v1, whatever the v1 we are getting, that will be nothing but this second position of the object for the length. When length is moved somewhat distant, then object distance will be there. That object distance will be equal to v1. Okay? Clear? Somewhat you understood now? Huh? Now, let us suppose that I am not keeping at u1 distance, I am keeping at u2 distance. Then you will get the image at v2. Yes or no? Yes. So what is that v2? This also let us see. What will be v2 Nana from this? v2 will be equal to d minus u2. Correct? From this total, if you subtract this, you will get v2. So v2 is equal to d minus, what is u2? This is u2. u2 is d minus root of d into d minus 4f by 2. What will you get? You get v2 is equal to d minus d by 2 is d by 2. D minus d by 2 is d by 2. Minus of minus plus root of d into d minus 4f by 2 means it is nothing but d plus root of d into d minus 4f by 2. Yes, what is this? This is nothing but u1. It is nothing but u1. Means this v2 will be nothing but u1. Means simply they will interchange this distance. That means if you keep, see, one more time I am trying to explain you from this point of view. This is, let us imagine, screen. This is the screen where you have kept. And this total distance is capital D. This is object distance, okay? First length we have kept here. For this you are keeping at a distance of u1. Then you will get the image somewhere else at a distance of v1. What is that v1? You know. This is u1. Now what I am doing? I am not changing object and I am not changing the image. Just this length only I am moving. Somewhere else I am moving this length like this. Here by some small d distance, let us say, or x distance I am moving. By some x distance I am moving. Now your object distance will become u2. Let us say this is the object distance u2. Let us say. Then image where it will form? Image will form at a distance of v2. Correct? Yes. What is v1 we have got from this? Is nothing but u2. And what is v2 we have got? Is nothing but u1. That means what to understand from this? What to understand from this is, this is the u1 distance. This u1, these are not two different lenses. This is also length, this is also only one length of only one focal length. Just I am shifting this length displacing I am doing. Okay? Here, this is u1 and this is u2. Getting it? This u2 is nothing but what? What is u2? U2 is nothing but v1. Clear? Getting? That means how much I have displaced this length. Can you get? Yes. From the total distance, if you subtract this distance, you will get this. What is this total distance? u2. This distance is u1. So I get. These are not required for me, so I am rubbing. Distance x, I can get it as u2 minus u1. Correct? Yes. This is u2, second position of the object. This is u1, first position of the object. This is the displacement of the length, u2 minus u1. But what is u2? u2 is nothing but v1 minus u1 is known value u1. This you are getting. Let us take equation number 1. Okay? And one more equation we know. This is u1 and this is v1. This is u1 and from here to here is v1. Means u1 plus v1 we can write it as capital D. Correct? Okay? Yes. Now this is equation number 2. This is my equation number 2. I hope you are understanding, all of you. Now what to do? I want u1. What is exact location of u? I know this fixed value d. And how much I can move this length also I know. Because I am seeing the screen. By seeing the screen, I am moving this length. So when I move this length, I should get the image on this. Then I should stop. How much distance I can move this length, I can measure by using a scale. Okay? Mark here one point where initial position of the length. Mark another point where second time length position. So that image again should form. This length is it. This is the known value you can measure doing experiment. This is the exact value. You fix it according to your wish. But this should be greater than 4f. But what is f? We don't know exactly. That f randomly we should find that while I am explaining that lab, I will explain that experiment. When I am explaining, I will explain. So best thing is we keep a lens, take a lens, and focus it to infinite object. So when object is at infinity, image will form as focus. Here we keep a screen, move it, you will get the image. From the lens to that screen, it will be called as a focus because we are facing the object to infinite objects. Roughly we will get a focal length. Now 4 times of that focal length you keep this fixed. Now from its position go on moving the lens. One time you will get the image. Mark that point where still move. Again you will get image. Mark that point also. These two displacement, these two distance between these 2 points is called as x. And this capital D is fixed value. These two are known. X and D are known. Okay? Clear? Yes. Now, what we can do? Yes. Just add them. We get x plus d is equal to what? 2 times of v1. Correct? X plus d is equal to what? 2 times of v1. Then what is v1? X plus d by 2. Why I am taking the v value like this? because these two are known values. While I am doing experiment, I know these two. Okay, so that I get V1. Now you subtract those two. Subtract them. X is equal to V1 minus U1. D is equal to V1 plus U1. I am writing V1 plus U1. Subtract them, minus, minus, minus. What will happen? This will cancel. We'll get X minus D is equal to minus 2U1. Oh, what is U1? D minus X by 2. Correct? This minus also I am removing. So it is D minus X by 2. No, better you write this also D plus X by 2. So that it will be easy for us to remember. Okay? D plus X by 2, D minus X by 2. These are D and X are known for me. Now I need to find focal length. Now what to do? So I am writing this. I hope you understand this one. I want focal length. Formula what? 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. V value I know. D plus X by 2. D plus X by 2. Correct? Okay? 1 by U. U is this side. And we should measure like this. V we should measure like this, positive. U we should measure negative, no. Clear? That means minus times of D minus X by 2 is equal to 1 by F. Why I am using this minus? I hope you understand. According to sign convention, this minus, object is here, length is here. We should measure like this for U. Whereas for V, we should measure like this. So V can be taken as positive, but U should be taken as negative. So V1 is equal to D plus X by 2. Okay. Now, what will happen, Anna? 1 by D plus X plus 1 by D minus X is equal to, okay, 2 times of D minus X plus D plus X upon D square minus X square is equal to 1 by F. Correct? Yes. Minus X plus X cancel. You get 2 times of 2D means 4D. 4D upon D square minus X square is equal to 1 by F. Then what is F value? Visible, no? Yes. What is F value, Nana? F value will be equal to D square minus X square upon 4D. Yes. Like this we can find. This they may ask directly for your objective also. Remember, serious students, important. Okay? D square minus X square by 4D. Now everything is known. D is fixed value that we will decide while doing experiment. More than the focal length. It is your wish how much you want to keep. Let us imagine rough focal length is 10 centimeter you got. Then the capital D value you should keep more than 40. 45 you keep better. Okay? Then from that point you keep a length and at 45 centimeter you keep a screen. Now slowly move on this length. One time you will get the image. Look at that point. Still move. Second time also you will get the image. Now the difference between second point to first point is this X you can get while doing the practical, while doing the experiment. So by keeping X value here, you can find the focal length. Clear? Now direct question also they may give. Question also they give the distance between object and screen is, let us imagine 20 centimeter. Distance between object and screen is 20 centimeter. Okay? A length is moved by a distance of 2 centimeters such that its image is formed on the screen 2 times. Then find the focal length of the lens. Can you find? D is have given, X also have given. Substitute in this formula, you will get the answer. Okay? This is the formula. You must remember this formula. Clear? And this method, total method, we will use while doing the practical. Remember. Got it, Nana? Okay? Yes. Now, I'll rub this one total and one more time I'll take still so many points are there to discuss about this, because in your textbook a problem is there on this topic. Let us imagine here there is a lens, here object is there, and this total distance is capital D. Total distance what is capital D. This is U1 means this will be V1. What is U1, what is U2, what is U2, you have to remember. Okay. Now if you displace the lens to somewhere else, again you will get the image. Okay. Yes. Now U1 and U2 values you know. Okay. U1 and U2 values you know. You know U1 and U2 values. Okay. Now let us imagine when lens is at first position, image will form. Okay, image will form. What is the magnification of the image? Magnification of the image formula what? V by U. Correct? Okay, magnification of the image is V by U. This is first time magnification. Two times you will get no. First image magnification is V by U. V is V1, U is U1. Because first time position I am taking. Okay? Clear? Now, when lens is placed in the second position, again you will get magnification. Yes or no? Yes. So the distance of that object is U2 and image distance is V2. Correct? Magnification is V2 by U2. Okay, Nana? But just now, before this calculation, I have given that V1 is equal to U2 and V2 is equal to U1 what? Okay? That means, what is V2? U1. What is U2? V1. Means magnification, second magnification is U1 by V1. Now multiply these two, what you will get? Magnification due to first position, when at the first location of the lens, magnification, into second position of the lens, magnification. Multiply these two. What you are getting? M1 value, V1 by U1, into M2 value, U1 by V1. What you are getting? V1, V1 cancel, U1, U1 cancel. That means product of magnification of the image formed due to the two different position of the lens is equal to 1. Magnification product is equal to 1. Clear? Okay. This remember. Now, magnification we can represent with another formula also. Height of the image by height of the object. Correct? Yes. First time magnification of the image. Height of the first image by height of the object. Object is same object only. I have kept this object here. So by in this position we are getting the image here. This height of the first image. Now I have displaced this lens to second position. In this time also object is object only. I am not changing the object. Now second time magnification is second time image height upon object height. Correct? Object is not changing. Clear? Yes. Now keep in this what you are going to get. What you are going to get, see, M1 into M2 should be equal to 1. What is M1? Height of the first image upon height of the object. Into what is M2? Height of the second image by height of the object. Should be equal to 1. Means height of the first image into height of the second image should be equal to height of the object square. Height of the object, you can get it as square root of height of first image into height of second image, and very important formula to be remembered. Okay? 2 times they will give what is the height of the image. Height, when lens is at first position, height of the image they will give you. When lens is at second position also, height of the image they will give you. Now they will ask you what is the height of the object. Can you find? Yes. H0 is equal to root of H1 into H2. H1 is the height of the image when lens is at first position. H2 is the height of the image when lens is at the second position. By substituting here, you will get the height of the object. Okay? On this, in your NCERT, textbook, there is a problem is there, na? Exercise or problem is there, solve it. Directed that substitute and solve. Okay, in entire textbook, one problem is there, solve it. CBSE students, they may ask, okay? Here, and for state students, for your board exam, they are not asking, no need, but for objective point of view, it is important. Just orally, we can get the answer. If you remember this total topic. Clear? Okay? Yes. So this is about length displacement method. Why we will use this length displacement method? We will use this length displacement method to find the focal length of convex length only, and this is valid for only convex length, not for concave length. Because why it is not valid? Concave length always will form virtual image. That virtual image we cannot take it on the screen. Okay, it is difficult to arrange the this experiment. Here, so convex length it will be valid. So you have to remember this all. Focal length formula what? D square minus x square by 4d. Focal length formula what? Capital D square minus x square upon 4 times of capital D is focal length formula. And height of the object formula what? Root of h1 h2. Height of the image when the length is at first position. Height of the image when the length is at second position. This total thing you should remember. Clear? Okay? Now, and one more important point, the question they are repeating repeatedly, they are asking, what is the maximum distance between real object and real image? Real object and real image. Between these two, what will be the maximum distance, possible distance, how much? This 4f. When d is equal to 4f, then you will get only one particular location of a length, so that you will get the image on the screen. Clear? Yes. Here object, somewhere here image will form. This is the image, here object. This distance plus this distance. This is the real object and this is the real image. What is the distance between the maximum distance between these two? How much? 4f. Directly remember. It will be useful for us. Directly it will save time. Okay? Remember this point also. Okay. This is about length displacement method. Time is 6 minutes is there. I hope you understand, all of you, this point. Okay. Next, one more point about this length is, see, a length is here. There is a length whose focal length is f. Here object is placed. Due to this object, here image will form. How many images will form? One image will form. Clear? Because I am not mentioning it as a length displacement method, and object distance is not greater than 4f. Then only one image will form. Here, now, if I'll make somewhat different medium of this reflective index, this part of the lens is of different medium. This is of glass, n is equal to 3 by 2. This is something else different. This n is equal to something 2 inches. Now how many images will form? This type of questions regularly they are asking for your object in an. Okay, number of images formed depends upon the focal length. Okay, number of images formed depends upon how many focal length the lens is having. Okay, this lens is having, because two refractive indexes are different, two focal length it is having, because focal length of a lens formula is n minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Correct? n2 by n1 minus n1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. When it is placed in A, it is 1. Okay? Now, r1 and r2 values are not changing here. But whereas refractive index is changing. If refractive index changes, then focal length also changes. Okay? If a lens is having two focal lengths, two images will form. If a lens is having three focal lengths, then three images will form. Okay? This is a repeated question. Question is, previous question is, they have given like this. Refractive index N1, refractive index is N2, refractive index N3, refractive index N4. Here one object is placed at a distance of u. How many images will form? How many images will form due to this lens? How many images will form? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because refractive index is 4 different 4 focal lengths. It will have means how, sir? This lens will deviate by some focal length. This lens will deviate by different focal length. This will divide by different. So image 1 due to this focal length here will form, due to this here will form. Roughly I am doing, okay? Due to this here will form like that. So number of images will be 4. That depends upon this medium refractive indexes. N is equal to 1, N is equal to 3. Vivek, what is your question? If N is equal to N1 is equal to N3, if N1 is equal to N3, N1 is equal to N3, this medium refractive indexes are same. Due to these two, only one image will form. Plus 2, plus 3. 3 images will form. N1, N2, N1. How many images will form? 2 images will form. Only 2 different refractive indexes. Only 2 images will form. Got it? Clear? Got it, Anna? Yes. Now, instead of doing medium difference like this, if the medium difference is like this, here different medium, here different medium, then how many images will form? Now how many images will form? This is the refractive index is N1, this refractive index is N2. How many images will form? 2 or 1 or anything? How many images will form? Only 1 image will form. Why? Because this is acting like a different focal length. This is also acting like a different focal length. Okay. But these two are like will form a total equivalent focal length like 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. This total combination will behave like a only one focal length. So only one image will form. Whereas in a previous example, lenses are not kept in contact. We can't find the equivalent focal length. So number of images will be different. Clear? Got it? Remember this for objective point of view. Now, see whatever the mirrors you see, rear view mirrors in vehicles, it will be not exactly a mirror. It is made up of lens at its backside silvered. Yes or no? Mirror means it is like this. Whereas rear view mirror in vehicles you see, it will be somewhat like this. Means one side of the lens will be silvered. Okay? Now due to that where image will form. This is also important. Due to this where image will form. 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Due to this where image will form. 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. This is only the difference. But one side of a lens is silver, then where image will form? That depends only on the focal length only. Depends only on the focal length. We have to find the focal length of a lens which is silvered at one side. Okay? Let us discuss the topic also. Time is not there. Okay. In tomorrow's class we will discuss this point. And then we will move on to refraction through prism. Next topic. Okay, and this is for today's class. We revise this all one more time. Okay.